Hey, what's up you guys? After Reaction. Today I'm going to be reacting to some more Supernatural. This is season 14, episode 7, titled Unhuman Nature. I don't know why I struggled to say that. So I have just watched the last 2 episodes and I kind of just feel like watching some more. So I don't know when this will be released. Probably next week. I don't know. Or technically this week if you're watching. I don't know. Anyways, whatever. Look, let's just get into it.
I know I've got issues. It's not like I want to do this, okay? I need to. And I know I should stop. It's just that these feelings afterward, I hate that it feels so good. Anyway, I know I've taken up too much of your time. If you say you can't tell me what Artie told you during confession, I accept that. Of course, he was the only witness to my family's murder. But I understand you got your vows to keep and all that. But you really should have helped me.
Dude, you are
So you brought this on yourself.
very confusing.
But look, I will take some of your advice.
Are you freaking Lucifer again? I don't understand.
Perhaps the peace I'm looking for.
Or are you just a bad egg?
The power of prayer. I do agree with you, Padre. There is a devil, and we should try to fight him. Sometimes we just can't. Hang in there.
Family medical history. Let's start with the father.
He's dead.
Cause of death?
He was stabbed through the heart and he exploded.
Okay, you know what? We don't have time for this, all right? He's sick. His name is Jack Klein. His father exploded. There, you got all the basics. Now, what does he need to do to see a doctor? Jack. Jack?
It's all right, Jack. Hang in there, buddy.
Jack, hey, we're right here,
He's
man.
in good hands. Don't worry.
So he's been coughing, there's been blood.
Okay, gentlemen, you
It could've
please
been
wait
going on.
outside, please.
What's happened? Is he gonna be okay?
The doctor will handle it.
Okay.
Aww,
Jack, we're right here.
they're like dads.
Nick? Hello? Dan Fargo.
Hey, yeah. You weren't easy to track down.
I left Pike Creek 6 years ago. I'm working at the Tribune here in Wilmington.
Well, thanks for seeing me. I didn't think you'd remember who I am.
Of course I do. I spoke to you the morning after your family was...
Slaughtered.
And then you left town?
I couldn't stay, too much baggage. I had to rebuild. My ex-neighbor, Artie Nielsen, was killed a few weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah. Just brought back all kinds of bad memories, and I was just looking for some answers.
Two?
My family. The case was never solved. The one witness was Artie, and he said that he saw someone leaving my house the night of the murders, and then he changed his story.
It happens. People say things in the heat of the moment and then realize they're not so sure.
Even you gave up on the story.
There was almost no evidence at the crime scene. The cops had zero to say to me. I even played with the idea you did it, but...
Oh, I was getting hammered at the Elks Lodge that night.
So, I moved on.
Yeah, well, I can't.
Nick.
I'm good. Seriously. As soon as I figure out what happened that night, these demons will disappear. Look, you were a crime
I like that he's
reporter,
like
right?
investigating it.
So you
Like
gotta know
10 years later, but like
all the beat cops in Pike Creek.
he's gonna be crazy.
Okay, do you happen to remember who was assigned to my neighborhood that night?
Pretty sure it was Frank. Frank Kellogg.
Frank Kellogg.
Last I heard, he was doing private security up in Montauk.
What do we know?
Well, I can tell you what we don't know.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
Jack's test results all came back negative.
But that's great, right?
Jack, he's very ill. We're just not sure what we're up against.
You just said his test came back negative.
Well, those tests, but we have to run more tests.
More tests.
Yes, until we can figure out what's happening to him.
What is happening to him right now?
They don't know.
Jack's in total systemic failure. His body is in the process of shutting down.
Well, why don't we turn him back on and have it not shut down?
What's going on?
What's it look like?
Can't expect him to hit the street with nothing on but a
He's
hospital
giving
gown,
him
ass hanging
his
out.
He's not
jacket.
going anywhere.
Oh, that's so cute.
Getting a second opinion.
Jack?
We're getting a second opinion.
If he leaves the hospital, we are no longer responsible for him. You and he have to acknowledge that you're leaving against medical advice.
Fine, we're leaving.
Thanks for coming.
I got here as quick as I could. How is he?
Well,
I brought the Book of the Damned,
which, you stole.
which I borrowed amidst the ruckus of those folks arriving from the other world. But we can talk about that later. Christine.
Yeah, about that.
What? Is this a trick, Samuel? I thought we were beyond this.
Somebody is sick, all right? But I don't know how well you got to know our friend Jack with everything that was going on when you were here, but we've sort of been taking care of him, and he's Lucifer's son.
Goodbye.
No, stop. He's a great kid. His mother was a fantastic human being, and he wanted nothing to do with Lucifer, who is dead, as you know.
I hope he's rotting.
Yes, but Lucifer stole Jack's grace, so he's powerless now, and something's going on with him, and he might die.
Oh, splendid. The sooner the better. From what I know of the father, the world will
It's
be
not
better off
him.
without the son.
No.
You might be right. We're all still figuring that out. I'm Jack, and I know people have a lot of strong feelings about my father, but I'm trying hard not to be like him. Sam and Dean, they say such nice things about you.
They do?
You saved all of us from Apocalypse World.
Well, that's true.
So, before you go, I just wanted to say thank you.
Jack? Hey. You're right.
Bollocks.
I love her. I love her. Fuck. Why do I love her so much? I don't know.
Who am I?
And?
It's as I suspected. A Nephilim, for all its power, is an unnatural presence, part human, part angel. It doesn't quite fit. It's delicate. Its grace is what holds it in balance. And when Jack's grace was taken from him, his being fell into chaos. The cells are gobbling each other up.
Well, if it's grace he needs, he can have mine.
Oh dear, it won't do. Jack is part archangel and needs a much stronger force. And probably some kind of magic, and he needs it quick.
How quick?
I don't exactly know, but he's entering a critical phase. Sometimes he'll look
What the
just
hell's
fine,
going
but
on?
then his body will give way, and it'll be the end of him.
Now, how likely do you think that is? Because no hunter I've spoken to has heard of anything.
Oh, I know you're not speaking to me, Magda. Basically, no one is speaking to me. But I have a situation. There's a wee Nephilim I know who's ailing.
Dane.
I love that
Bunker's
they're all
Vault has a number of
trying.
Enochian texts on archangels, but nothing on their half-human offspring.
Well, I just got off the phone with Ketch. He's got a line on a shaman.
A shaman?
Yeah, the British men of letters used to use him as a consultant whenever they needed to solve the unsolvable. He was their guy. He was an expert in mysticism, esoteric
What's going
divinity.
on?
I mean, Ketch says the Brits swore by him.
Catch says.
His name is Sergei. I got a location, and Ketch says he'll set up a meeting. Jack? Hey, what are you,
We're headed out.
Where?
We're taking baby for some exercise. Hey, why don't you drive?
What? Dean, I don't drive.
Now you do.
Okay.
You get to drive baby.
That R is not for race. Put it in park.
Okay.
Started. Oh boy. There we go.
Okay.
D for drag. Okay. All right.
You're teaching your son how to drive. This is so cute. Oh my God.
You know
I'm
what?
not very good at this.
No, you're doing just fine. Okay, try using one foot, not two. And just relax. Take it smooth. Don't overthink it. Here we go.
Okay.
Perfect. Whoa, let's keep it in between the lines. There we go.
Okay.
It's so cute. Wait, I just remembered. They were like telling Rowena at the beginning of the episode about Jack. They're like, she knew about him. Like she Like, she's the reason that Lucifer even jumped into the portal last season. Because she was like, ha ha ha, they're going to rescue their son that is your son. Remember? Like, rubbing it in.
Frank Kellogg?
Do I know you?
I just wanted to talk to you for a couple of minutes about the night you came over my house.
Pal, I've been to a lot of houses.
Yeah, but this was in Pike Creek, when you were a cop 9 years ago.
I don't remember you.
No, I wasn't there. My wife and my son were there, alone, till you showed up.
Wait, so is this the guy that did it?
So let's talk.
I'm confused. This is a very pretty spot.
Well, bait and beer. You are a cheap date. It's certainly in Tahiti.
You once
It's a
told
magic
me
place.
you and your father did the exact same thing. What was your happiest memory of him?
I didn't say that.
It was how you said it. I could tell. I guess my point is that if I don't make it, stuff I'd miss, it wouldn't be things like Tahiti or the Taj Mahal. I'd miss more time with you. I'm getting that life isn't all these big, amazing moments. It's time together that matters.
This is so cute.
Like this.
Well, who'd have thought hanging out with me would make you sentimental?
I've had a good life, Dean.
It's been a very short life, though.
Sergey?
Oh, right.
Angel Castiel. And who else?
Is the holy fire really necessary?
Back to this Nephilim you've been fostering.
Jack. His name is Jack.
Well, Jack is in a pretty pickle. If what you're telling me is right, his condition is dire.
Do you think it's reversible?
Not as such. But it can be shocked out of its progression by a recharging agent. Think of it like you're rebooting a computer.
And
Hey, that's basically what I said earlier. How about we just turn it back
first and
on?
foremost, a healer. And
Is that Grace?
Archangel Grace.
vintage from Gabriel in trade for my homebrewed cloaking spell. He used it to hide away in Monte Carlo.
With porn stars, yes, I know the story.
But this alone won't do the trick. It must be administered along with the precise recitation of a spell.
And you're just helping.
And what is all of this going to cost?
Don't insult me. I never take money. My skills are exclusively for barter.
Then what is it that you want?
I don't know. But tell the Winchesters they owe me.
My ex-neighbor already said he saw someone coming out of my house the night of the murder. And then he changed his mind. I didn't buy it. But he stuck to story number 2 till I came along. Paid him a visit. I was very, very persuasive.
You saw somebody leave my house, didn't you?
Didn't you?
It was a cop.
So Artie said when he told the cops what he saw, they threatened him. They said, keep your mouth shut or else. And it was like there was a, what do you call it, cover-up.
Why would a
protect
cop
one
do
of their
this?
own.
Why?
What does any of this have to do with me?
Glad you asked, buddy. I got in contact with the reporter, and she gave me the name of the beat cop in our neighborhood. Yeah, guy she couldn't interview because he left town after the murders. See where I'm going with this?
Look, I don't know what happened that night. Your wife called the precinct. Thought she heard a prowler. I'm walking up the front path. No backup. And suddenly from out of nowhere, there's this guy.
There's this guy.
Said his name was Abraxas. The next thing I know, I'm back in the patrol car and I'm covered in blood.
My wife's blood and my baby's blood.
Is it a demon? Is he possessed?
Praxis. I don't know that name.
No, this is crazy. I was out of my head that night. I wouldn't kill anyone.
I know. You were possessed.
What?
You were possessed. Yeah, hold this. It's not your fault. But this was the hand that murdered my family. And even if it wasn't you, it was still you.
I mean, what does that tell you about you then? You were Lucifer and you did a whole bunch of horrible things. Does that mean that it was you?
No, please. Please. No. No.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm sorry, Frank.
No.
I feel like this week I've seen 2 people get beaten to death with a fucking hammer. On 2 different shows.
Odsione hac restitutus eris omnia runt sicut erant.
Something good. I think so.
Seems quite easy.
Definite improvement.
It's great.
Oh, no.
Jack. Did you say the words right?
I did!
Jack.
Say them again.
Of course we followed the instructions, and Rowena performed the spell exactly as written. But he is worse. He's much worse. You need to come at once.
I am a shaman. I reel on the harmonics of the universe. I don't make house calls.
Jack isn't just another sick kid. This is the son of an archangel of the Lord who is much more ill now because of your harmonics.
And science is sometimes trial and error. Victory through experimentation.
This was an experiment. You never said that. If
I
Jack
mean...
dies, I will find you.
You can try.
I mean, we didn't know. This has never happened before, so of course it would have been like kind of like an experiment.
I'm not very good at this, but the priest said it would help, so
The priest that you killed.
I'm gonna try. I say that I do the terrible things I do because I couldn't find who killed Sarah and Teddy, and that once I did, I'd be free of this darkness and this rage. But I lied. Truth is, I like doing these things, and I don't want to stop. I'm bonded to you and what you are. I think it's how you first found me. I don't know who I am if I'm not you. No consequences, no pain, no sorrow. I want that back. I want it back. I don't want to feel now what I didn't feel then. Where are you? Help me. Help me.
Shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have taken him out.
That was what he wanted.
You had a good time.
We knew he was going to get worse regardless.
Yeah, but it was too risky.
Yeah, but Dean, life, all of it, is a risk. Jack knew that.
And you made him happy. You did more for him than any of us.
So, what can we do?
Watch over him, stay by his side as he dies.
Alrighty, well that was Supernatural Season 14. Episode 7 on human nature. Pretty good episode. I loved the like fatherly moments that we had all throughout the episode with Jack. I love that we've all like come together to try and help in any way that we can. I don't really understand what they're doing with Nick. So it seems like it was the way that I thought it was. They orchestrated his like family's death, like the demons did, so that he would have a reason to say yes to Lucifer. Like, I think that's pretty clear now. I don't really know why he's like praying to Lucifer now. That's weird. I don't want Jack to die. I think that he creates a really nice dynamic for the boys, and like they're all his dad. And yeah, and I want him to die. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.